Hi, this is Lindy from Lovely Villain Designs, and today I'm going to add another pocket to our tall, narrow junk journal. And I'm going to show you something that I probably will normally do off camera because I've heard that a number of people don't really like to, they get bored watching this done on camera. So usually I'll do this off camera, but I want to show you because while this is second nature to a lot of journal makers, a lot of you are new to junk journaling and are not familiar with this. So I'll show you. To kind of highlight certain pieces and to make them stand out and to kind of give them a distressed and aged look, I will, and a lot of people will take a distress oxide in various colors. The most common seems to be this one, the Vintage Photo. This one's a distress oxide, and you take this, and I'll show you. You take this and you kind of put it around the edges of a piece, and it kind of, again, it makes it kind of stand out, looks aged, kind of adds a nice effect. Mine, there are different types of daubers or tools or whatever. You can use a makeup sponge. That seems to be pretty common. I have taken a pill bottle and I added, I think this is like a furniture, what you put on like the bottom of a chair leg to slide it around. It's a piece of felt with sticky on the back, and that's what I use for my dauber. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to sit down for this actually. I'm going to just kind of go around the edge. I've already rounded the corners on this piece, and you'll see what I'm going to do with it in just a minute. This is just going to be the tag. And this is the pocket. And this one, this piece, because you won't be seeing the back, I won't ink the back. This one I think I will ink the back because this is going to be a tag that'll be pulled in and out and written on. So, and as with everything else we do on our channel, does not have to be perfect. Oh, and I have a little piece here. This is actually what I really wanted to distress because this is going to make it really stand out in the finished piece. So you'll see what I mean. Okay, put the lid back on here. Set this aside, set that aside. So what we have is a tall, narrow pocket that I created. And you know what? Let's glue it in first, and then I will decorate it. And I think I'm going to put it on this page here. That seems to be a nice contrast. What do you think? That'll work. Okay. Oh, I forgot my art glitter glue, so I'm going to use this turbo tacky glue. That'll work fine because I'm also going to be using Fabri-Tac for part of this. So, okay, it's going to be a pocket. This is going to be a pocket, so we will not glue this top side, but we'll glue these three sides. So let me turn it over, get my turbo glue. Glue the edge. Try to get the glue as close to the edge as possible. This would have been better with the fine tip of the art glitter glue, but I'm not going to go over and get that. This should be fine. All right, and I'll put this down pretty straight. There we go. Get a little bit of glue oozing out. That's there. It's a little straighter. Okay. Now, next, I want to give a little bit of decoration to this. So I tore a small piece of fabric, and let's lay this out and see how it's going to look. I tore a small piece of fabric, so that'll be bottom layer. Where did my other little layer went? I'm going to put that on there. There, how's that look? That'll look pretty good, I think. All right, let's get it glued down. So much easier if you don't overthink it. Just go with what your gut tells you, what you think looks nice. And as we learned in a previous video, if you don't like it later, you can always cover it up, right? Okay, so I'm going to use Fabrifix or Fabri-Tac. I'm sorry, I think this is Fabri-Tac. They work the same, but yeah, Fabri-Tac. I always say the wrong one. Put just a little bit of this on here. Glue it down. Right about there looks good. Okay, then I'm going to take this little botanical fussy cut and put that on there. A little bit of glue, get that stuck. Oh, looks good, pretty good right there. And then my words. I chose the words "stay loyal." I like that. So there, stay. Loyal. Okay, there. Now, oh, one more thing I want to put on there. I cut a small piece of lace that is kind of vintagey and it was already distressed. Now, if you have lace that you want to use, but it's too much of a stark white because it's too new, you could always tea dye it, or you could actually use some of the distress oxide to age it a little bit, make it match what you're doing. So I'm going to put this just down along the bottom, right like that. Oh, I'm still in frame. Guess I'll see, won't I? Okay. Did I use enough glue? Reese, did I use enough glue? Probably could use a little more. The lace is porous, so it needs a little bit more glue to really stick. I'm asking Reese, he's not here. He's not here. All right. Put the lid back on the glue because this likes to dry out really fast. Now, while that is drying, I'm going to set it aside over here. While that's drying, I'm going to make just a little tag to go in the pocket. And hopefully, with the way I've glued it, this will slide in really well. We'll find out in a minute, won't we? All right, and I'm going to put a little fabric tab on the top of it. See if I can do this without gluing it first. If you put a little touch of glue on there, sometimes it's easier to affix it with the staple, but let's see if I can do it without. There we go. All right, it's pretty straight. Having this on the top, it's decorative, it looks nice, but it'll also make it easier to pull in and out of the pocket because the pocket is longer than the length of this tab, and there would be the possibility of this going too far down in the pocket and getting lost. So, all right, I hope this is dried enough, but let's see if this fits. Do you fit? Do you fit? Barely. That's a little tight. That's a little tight. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Whoop. That happens. And it should fit, but again, because I used the turbo glue with the larger tip instead of the art glitter glue with the very narrow tip, the glue on my edges here is a little wider than I intended. So let's make it fit. I'm going to snip off some of the edge on both sides. Make it even. All right, and let's round the corners again. let's ink those sides again real quick. All right, good as new. Can't even tell it wasn't intentional, huh? All right, a little bit on the back too. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if it fits now. Get this out of the way. Let's see if it fits now. Oh, much better. That'll slide in and out nicely. Okay, there it is. Finished pocket, and wasn't too difficult. And you know, you got to see if you kind of screw things up a little bit, there's always a way to fix it. Okay. I wanted to mention that these pieces are from a kit that I'm working on, and I would be very curious to know if anyone would be interested in us adding the kit to our shop. Honestly, I'm probably going to add it anyway, but it'd be nice to know if there is any interest. So in the comments, let me know if you'd be interested in buying the kit. It would be super, super inexpensive because money matters. Okay, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to message us, and thank you very much from Lovely Villain Designs.